FSE 88.9 Fighting Scots Radio. Thank you for celebrating this once-in-a-lifetime celestial event with us today. Special greetings to the students from Clarion and California campuses, as well as the many K through 12 and college students traveling from all across the state to be with us today. I'd like to give a big thanks to you, our sponsors and community partners, campus media, and the many volunteers, faculty, and staff supporting today's event. I would especially like to recognize Professor and Planetarium Director, Dr. David Hurd, in shaping today's event. The partial eclipse will begin in about 10 minutes. If you haven't already done so, please visit the information table to secure your free Penn West safety glasses and enjoy the show.
Want me? Hello, and thank you for joining us to celebrate the marvel that is the Great American Eclipse. My name is Sabrina Boots.
And I'm Robert Anthony. We are live on Pennsylvania Western Edinburgh's campus outside the Jeremy Brown Human Service Building, located alongside Mallory Lake.
That's right, Robert. There's a lot more people than I expected.
Yeah, I counted at least 200 in our direct area. There's a lot more here, though. I'm thinking at least 2,000, Sabrina. What do you think?
I mean, I'm not too great at numbers. That's why I'm a communications major. But what I do see is we got a dunk tank to our right over here. We got some telescopes over here. I think this side's the campus media, or not campus media, different campus clubs. Some food trucks behind us. Have you tried out the food trucks, haven't you?
Yeah, I had one of those icy cup things with way too much sugar in it, so I'm ready to go for today. It was great. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, if anybody wants to wait in a line for me to get some food, I wouldn't be too opposed to that. We're all here for the Great American Solar Eclipse Watch Party, which is hosted by Penn West Edinburgh. For those of you unfamiliar with where Edinburgh is, we are located in the southern part of Erie County, which makes us one of the lucky few places in Pennsylvania to get one of the best views of the eclipse.
You know, not everybody says that we're lucky to be from Erie, but today we are really lucky to be in Erie. We get to see a great eclipse. We get to be here with a lot of great people, a lot of intelligent, smart people that know a lot about everything to do with eclipses. So just really, really thankful.
Yeah, and in Edinburgh, we're experiencing partial totality beginning at 2:02, and totality begins at 3:16, with maximum totality occurring at 3:18 and finishing up at around 3:20, and partial totality will end at around 4:30.
Make sure you wear those glasses. We're handing them out here today for free, so if you're here and you don't have a pair of glasses, come get them. You're going to need them. So.
Yeah, and in general, we have a great live stream. We have a bunch of interviews lined up today. You'll hear from Edinburgh's very own David Hurd quite a bit throughout the interview. He's a professor of geosciences as well as the planetarium director, and today is kind of like his Super Bowl. We will also be able to hear from folks who work for NASA and learn about how those with visual impairments are able to experience the eclipse. So it's sure to be an interesting stream.
Yeah, it's not often that we get to hear directly from NASA officials about certain solar events. So if you are interested in that stuff, or even if you're not, I would really encourage you to just tune in today and really hear what they have to say, because they've been studying it for years, and they're really, really intelligent people, and it's going to be awesome. So.
And we'd also like to take the time to thank our sponsors for this event, which is PSECU, the Edinburgh University Foundation, 88.9 WFSE, Tactile Engineering, and the Borough of Edinburgh.
So throughout the day, we're going to be pulling people in front of the camera to just interview them, ask them questions, maybe get interest from them, and then pique your guys' interest too. So we're going to be passing it back off to radio here, and yeah, keep tuning in. Thanks for coming.
Radio or get Sunkissed.
The Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party. 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
College radio's best.
So slowly a sunlit dream pulls me out of sleep. Feel the morning through the blind. I get to thinking about your sun-kissed face in a quiet place. I could give you all my time. You know I wanna be your rock, my love. You know I wanna be your light. In darkness, how you find me just in time to tell me what I needed to hear. So if you don't know what you need, you can leave it all to me. Don't want you worried about a thing. I know you do the same for me. 'Cause you're so lovely, you're so lovely. I can't help but fall for you, love. When you love me, it's so lovely loving you. Oh, so lovely loving you. Oh, so softly tender breeze brush against my knees on a summer afternoon. I get to thinking about the hazy days under August shade that I used to spend with you. I didn't realize it was all I wanted. What I had, my riddled heart, I had to cradle back together just to see. It's all like magic to me. You do magic, baby, when you love me. You're so lovely, I can't help but fall for you. Love when you love me. It's so lovely loving you. Oh, oh, so lovely loving you. Oh, oh. So slowly a sunlit dream pulls me out of sleep. Feel the morning through the blinds. I turn my head to meet your sun-kissed face. In this quiet place, I can give you all my time.
WFSC Edinburgh.
Playing anything we feel.
Oh, wonderful.
This is WFSC Fighting Scots Radio.
All right, welcome back. I'm Bailey, and
I'm Sophie.
and we're here with Dr. Hurd again. So, Dr. Hurd, what are we expecting to see at 2:02 coming up?
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2 p.m. And at 2:02 p.m., I want you to start looking on the surface. And if that sun kind of moves out from behind that cloud, or maybe I should say if that cloud moves out from in front of the sun, you'll be able to see the sunspot very clearly on these sun spotters. Say hi, Andy. There he is. Say hi, Jonah. There he is. Check out either of those two can help you out. They have the sun spotters lined up on the sun and are checking it out. So here real quickly, about 1 minute, we should start to be able to put on our Eclipse shades. Yes, hello, Eclipse shades. And carefully and safely look at the sun, and hopefully we'll start to see the disk of the moon encroach on the disk of the sun. That's what we're looking forward to here in about 60 seconds.
All right, while we're waiting for that, I have some eclipse myths and superstitions. The ancient Chinese believed that eclipse were caused by a dragon devouring the sun. The Vikings believed a wolf was devouring the sun. And the ancient Vietnamese believed that eclipses were caused by a giant frog devouring the sun.
Wow.
Now, how can we prove that it is not a giant frog?
Well, I think if we just watch it right now in the night sky, we're going to enjoy seeing the natural movement of the moon in front of the disk of the sun happening right before us. I hope there's no dragon up there. Rawr! Okay, let's enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hurd, and a special thanks to the Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party sponsors, PSECU, Tactile Engineering, the Borough of Edinburgh, and the Edinburgh University Foundation. You're listening to the Penn West Edinburgh Watch Party on 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
And make sure you check out the sun spotters right over there. Say hi, Jonah. Say hi, Andrew. Right there, they got the sun spotters and can see that. Make sure you check out Drew with the telescope, too. Thank you.
Thank you.
I saw the morning, it was shattered by a gun. Heard a scream, saw him fall, no one cried.
So, for the majority of us experiencing this eclipse today, we will be using solar eclipse glasses.
For the safety of your eyes, it is important to make sure you are using ISO-rated glasses. As we are sure you are aware, using regular sunglasses will not cut it. So what does ISO mean exactly?
I'm glad you asked that. ISO, or ISO, stands for International Organization Standardization. The American Astronomical Society explains that ISO is a non-governmental association composed of members from the national standards bodies of 167 countries. ISO glasses ensure your eyes will be safe during the eclipse. Your glasses should have an ISO rating of ISO 12312-2.
Yeah, that's right. These glasses right here, they're also a dark polymer film that is made by embedding carbon black powder inside a resin matrix. That's really sciencey. I'm sorry. Did you know that ISO ratings are also used in camera sensors?
You know, I didn't know about that till we got our filter for our camera. And I know you said that you did some astrological photography. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, so whenever you're capturing anything in the stars, your ISO really matters because it's the sensitivity from the light that's coming from outer space. With the sun, it's obviously like the brightest thing in the sky, so you have to really be careful. You have to use special filters for cameras like we got here, and you have to use, obviously for your eyes, special glasses here. But even more interesting, I think, is just from these little glasses here, one company in the U.S. just over this event has made $6 million in extra profit just from these glasses. So it's definitely helping out the local economy and also the United States economy as a whole.
So should we take a step over here to our Eclipse cam? So we have Levi over here manning this camera. So we've been told that sometimes there can be some clouds that can get into our shot. So the Eclipse cam might appear dark, but that doesn't mean that the cam footage is cutting out or anything. It might be a few clouds passing by, but overall it should be pretty good. Levi, how's manning the camera been today?
Oh, it's an absolute joy. We can start to see partial coverage of the moon in the lower right side of the sun right now, so it's pretty exciting, actually.
All right, I'm excited. Thank you.
The Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party.
College radio's best.
88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
I think the universe is on my side. Heaven and earth have finally aligned. Days are good, and that's the way it should be.
WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
Well, I hope you guys are having a very fun time out there today because it is now partiality. So if you want to stare at the sun, use those glasses. And me, Colton, and Addie just had the chance to see partiality for the first time ever. So let's go with the testimonials here. What do we see?
You want to go? Oh, well, I will say I did see the dragon. I don't care what the facts say. It's out there. No, I'm kidding. I love seeing it. Even if it's a sliver, I don't care. That is amazing to see. This is I've waited to see this since I was like 12. So seeing it for myself now, oh my goodness, it's an experience that you definitely need to look for yourself.
Indeed. Currently, I can't see anything.
So thank you for being interviewed today. Appreciate it. Can I get your name?
My name's Rebecca Squares.
Awesome. Are you a student here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. Are you enjoying the event today?
I am enjoying the event. I'm really excited. I'm taking the astronomy class right now, so I feel like I know what's going on a little bit.
That's awesome. Do you like Dr. Hurd? Is he really intelligent with this kind of stuff?
Yes, I love Dr. Hurd. He's just really good at explaining to everyone these very smart concepts, and he makes it fun.
Have you had a chance to try out any of the food vendors here on campus?
I haven't. That's what I'm about to do right now. I'm going to get my student voucher and my free food.
Hey, we did get free food, so that's pretty awesome. Hey, thank you so much for the interview. We appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, have a good one. We'll be back.
That's why I'm wearing mine now still.
Yeah, so there's a lot of misconceptions. So it may feel a little uncomfortable to view at points, but that's okay. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event, so there's going to be different feelings out there, and we will continue to feel these different feelings as Totality approaches here within the next hour and 3 minutes.
Just be sure to listen to the facts and the truths from Dr. Hurd, as well as our friends and folks who are working for the Northwest, the Great American Northwest, Penn West Edinburgh Watch Party.
And we will get back into it with one of the best favorites out there, Skyfall by Adele. So let's fall into the sky, only on 88.9 WFSE, Fighting Scots Radio.
Hey, so we're here back again. This is my buddy, Charles. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome, dude. Are you enjoying the event today?
I am. I'm loving it. I'm having a good time.
So if you guys didn't know, Charles actually has a radio show he's on campus with. So are you going to be talking about this on your show?
I might be, yeah.
Hey, so we're having a bunch of different kind of music here today. Have you seen anything you liked, heard anything you enjoyed?
This song right now, actually, Skyfall by Adele. I love Adele.
Yo, when this movie was in James Bond, or this song was in James Bond, I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun. So have you had a chance to try out any of the food on campus?
Not yet, but I'm really thinking about getting some pizza.
Awesome. So have you ever seen anything, did you see the partial eclipse in 2017, or have you not seen that yet?
No, I did not. I live too far to see it. So.
Okay, awesome. So this is going to be your first eclipse and for a long time, so are you pretty excited?
I'm so excited.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for the interview, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, have a good day, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. See ya. Yep. We'll be right back.
Skyfall is where
We're ready. Hey, welcome back. We're here with two of my really good friends, so I'll give you a little introduction first. Hey, man, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Garrett Hanna. I'm the student government president here at Edinburgh, and I'm also the treasurer for Lambda Chi Alpha.
Awesome, dude. Thank you. And my boy Bigham.
Hello, I'm Zach Bigham. I'm the Lambda Chi president. Come check out our dunk tank and buy some 50-50. Have a great Eclipse day. Thank you.
Hey, thank you guys so much for coming by. You guys are having some awesome events over there, so if you guys get time, come down, check them out. These guys are constantly raising money for charity, so if you guys can come down and support the fraternity, they love supporting our community. If you guys could support them, we really appreciate it. So any last words, guys?
Hey, Zach, can you give them the prices for down there for the dunk tank?
Yeah, dunk tank, we got $5 for 2 balls and $10 for 5 balls. Thank you.
Hey, awesome, guys. Come and check them out. Thank you. We'll see you in a little bit. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one. I should just start support raising for the fraternity.
Among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
All right, you're live.
Welcome back. I am joined by Bailey, Dr. Hurd, and Dr. Cass Runyon. Right now, we are privileged to be joined by her from the College of Charleston. Now, Dr. Runyon, I understand you work with NASA. Can you explain your work with NASA?
Oh my gosh, myriad of ways. I am the director for South Carolina Space Grant, which means I am fortunate to be able to distribute money for students and faculty to do research and funding a bunch of students. And I work with Dr. Hurd to create these tactile books on NASA mission-related concepts, like the Eclipse.
Dr. Cass Runyon, where are you right now?
I happen to be at the top of Petit Jean Mountain outside of Little Rock, Arkansas, and the skies are gorgeous and blue.
Is there a crowd there?
Yes, there's about 150 of us that came up to launch high-altitude balloons, and there's some TV crews, and I hear a question in the background, or not? Oh.
No, just some interference.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That was me blabbing,
I'm not
Dr.
moving.
Runyon. That was me blabbing over you. Sorry. I was here. We got
Why am I
one of
not
those
surprised?
we got one of our Eclipse books in our hands, Dr. Runyon, right here. Getting getting a feel for eclipses. Anyway, I'm sorry, ladies. Go on.
You are fine. How many paths of totality have you been in?
Well, actually, if I go way back to 1970, I won't say how old I was. That was the first one, so 4 actually. I was fortunate to be the 2017 Totality, and then the Annular, and now this one today.
All right. So we understand that you have been instrumental in providing astronomy resources for people who are blind and visually impaired. Can you tell us about that?
Actually, it's a large part due to my colleague who you're sitting next to right now, Dr. Hurd. We paired up decades ago to bring content that may not have been readily accessible for students who are blind or visually impaired, and started creating these books. The one you're looking at right now is on today's eclipse, but we've done others on the moon, Mars, light pollution, and more recently the Earth. And we're looking at doing a couple more related to Parker Solar Probe and a couple other missions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Runyon.
And Dr. Runyon, we're so glad you could join us here. Clear skies. It sounds like they're clear there for you. Is that right?
They're absolutely beautiful blue. Some high cirrus way off in the distance. Way off in the distance, fortunately.
Fabulous. Well, we do have some cloud cover, but we are starting to see the partial, and we're so excited for Totality. What time does Totality start for you there?
1:50.
1:50. All right. We're about 1:50, 2:50. Yeah, that'd be 2:50 our time. So, yeah, we're at 3:16.
Yep, 3:16 until 3:20.
So enjoy, and thank you so much for calling in, Dr. Runyon. We appreciate that and appreciate your work with all learners. We really appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thanks,
Runyon, and thank you so much, Dr.
Welcome.
Hurd. You're listening to the
Safe
Penn
viewing,
West.
everybody.
Thank you so much. You're listening to the Penn West Edinburgh Watch Party on 88.9 WFSE, Fighting Scots Radio.
Is sponsored by Quickfill, a chain of nearly 300 retail gas station and convenience store businesses in New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, offering American-made fuels from United Refining Company in Warren, Pennsylvania. Information is at quickfill.com.
The Great American Eclipse Watch Party at Penn West Edinburgh.
College radio's best.
88.9 WFSC, Fighting Scots Radio.
West Edinburgh. College radio's best. 88.9 WFSC, Fighting Scots Radio.
Dude.
And we are back here with some Eclipse updates, and I managed to go around the Compton parking lot here, around Compton, Alexander, just to see how the life is doing. And honestly, it is good. It's just unique ways of people viewing the eclipse on a lawn chair, in the parking lot, on wherever you might be. And from as we get closer to totality, here's some observations I made. It looks cartoony. It feels, and Colton just told me it looked like if Pac-Man was a moon, which is a weird comparison. And then I also told my one friend Erin, I just met up with her, it kind of looks like the Pixar ball in a way.
I could see that, yeah. I can see where you're coming from, the big yellow ball.
I gotta go see that then after this.
Yeah, you might have to. So what about you two?
I was going to also say, so it kind of looked like Pac-Man, like he's opening his mouth, but if he didn't have sharp edges when he went awa, 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 awa across the little game. But also, it kind of looks like it was a cookie, like taking a bite out of it, which is really good.
I didn't see that.
So, yeah, the moon is on its way, and we are so close, getting really close to totality. And speaking of, Addie here has the schedule for us of what that's going to look like. Take it away.
Do indeed. So, as you already know, partiality has already begun, which began at 2:02. So, totality is going to begin around 3:16. That means that we are finally going to be plunged in the darkness, so stick out for that. And the maximum of totality is going to be at 3:18. This is going to be the time of your life. 3:20 is when totality is supposed to end. And don't worry, if you didn't see totality, you can still see the partiality as it begins losing itself. That will not happen until 4:30 when partiality ends.
And we go back to our regular sun-moon cycle. And the amount of traffic is going to be absurd getting out of here. So once it's over, feel free to stay around for a little bit. You know, take in the scenery, what Edinburgh has all about, because those roads are going to be backed up. And if you are driving home tonight, please drive responsibly and pay attention. Do the 10 and 2 on the wheel.
And don't wear your glasses.
And don't wear those glasses. Once pretty much all partiality, it's back to the normal sun. You can put on your regular sunglasses and just drive.
Exactly.
So it is now 2:33, which if it was in my high school days, I'd be out of school by now. But no, we are just getting started here on the radio show. We got Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones, a very, very classic song, only on 88.9 WFSC, Fighting Scots Radio. So welcome back to our live stream. So I'm here with the Chaos member. Can you tell us what Chaos stands for?
Cooper Hall Ambassadors of Science.
Okay, and what do you guys do? What's the club about?
We work with Dr. Hurd in the planetarium and the science museum here on campus. We do tours for local schools. We do public planetarium shows. We had a lot going on this semester with the eclipse coming up, but we'll still be doing some more in the fall too. So.
All right, and right next to us is a sun spotter. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so you can't see right now because of the cloud cover, but what this does is these little mirrors and telescopes in here kind of magnify and reflect the sun's light off of this board onto this white here, and you can see the reflection of the sun as the shadow of the moon comes over it. So it's a pretty cool way to see the moon without looking directly at the sun.
And then behind us over here, we have a few telescopes. So if you could tell us a little bit about those. I guess we'll come over this way.
So yeah, all these telescopes are outfitted with solar filters. So kind of like the glasses that we wear to protect our eyes, these will also protect the lenses of the telescopes and your eyes looking through them, so you can look directly at the sun and not burn your eyes out.
Thank you so much. I'm hoping that the folks at home learned a little bit more, and we'll send it back to you. Thank you.
The Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party.
College radio's best.
88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
It got
and we're back here at the Edinburgh Penn West watch party. We're actually live on Edinburgh Now on our YouTube channel. Check that out if you want. But today we are here with Ken Quinn to talk about how people who are visually impaired can enjoy the solar eclipse. So Ken, how did you meet Dr. Hurd?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I met Dr. Hurd as a student here at Penn West Edinburgh, priorly known as Edinburgh University of Pennsylvania. I took his Astronomy 101 class, and that's how we met. And then after that, I did an independent study with him to actually evaluate tactile astronomy for the blind and visually impaired.
That's really cool. Could you give us some insight on how people without sight can experience the solar eclipse event?
Sure. Those who are visually impaired or are totally blind can experience the eclipse like anybody is doing today, by feeling their surroundings, listening to their surroundings, as well as using some books that have been created called Getting a Feel for Eclipses that have been done in cooperation with NASA Survey and Penn West Edinburgh, as well as if they have a tactile display called the Cadence, they're able to see graphics on the Cadence. It's a braille display about the size of a cell phone that you can see braille on, as well as tactile graphics.
It's really cool.
So there's also places currently doing live streams today, I know, that are doing audio description. That's going to be happening during several live streams. So that's another way that those who are visually impaired or blind can also experience the eclipse.
Yeah, those seem really interesting ways for people to prepare for the eclipse. Do you know how communities might implement other ways to prepare for the Great American Eclipse in general?
Yeah, I mean, just prepare like everybody else does. There's also different apps on your phone that you can use audio files. So depending on the intensity of the light and how much light there is, there'll be an actual sound that's equivalent to how much light is actually being seen. So how much of the sun's being covered by our moon. You can be able to tell how much the eclipse is happening and how fast it's moving, because the pitch of the sound will change.
That's really cool. Thank you for being here with us today.
Oh, well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate you having me on.
Yes, we definitely appreciate having you. Dr. Hurd wanted us to give a quick shout out to the students who are running the telescopes, and they've been doing a great job. So if you haven't had a chance yet today to run over to the telescopes or to run over to the sun watchers, you totally should, because with the sun watchers, you don't need your glasses. It actually refracts the sun, and then it shows you an image on a piece of cardboard, so you can look at the sun and see the sunspots without needing your glasses.
I mean, we have the telescopes here too, but there's also plenty of tables to check out, some nice food, get in line while you can, and it looks pretty sunny out, so it's pretty nice here at the lake. So
yeah. Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Thanks for joining us at the Penn West Edinburgh Watch Party. You are listening to 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
Radio's best.
The Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party. That's great, man. 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
thought you were tricky hand. Now you're just left alone in your mind, and I have gone away. I don't know why I just can't let it go. Memories on, but I just can't let it go.
All right, we're here with our guest of honor. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Mary Beth Liedman, and I'm here just as a guest here at Edinburgh University of Pennsylvania, or which is called West Key. Or do it again.
Penn West Edinburgh.
Do it again. Do it again. I'm not the guest of honor, by the way. I don't. That's stupid.
Well, from my understanding, you've been to 7 Eclipse before.
No, I've been to. This is my 4th eclipse, except the first eclipse was I was like a little kid, and they like hid my eyes away, and we looked through a pinhole, and I saw this thing. And then the second eclipse, I was in college, and that was almost a total eclipse. It was on Cape Cod, and it was really neat. Everything got dark, and I didn't see totality, but it was really neat. And then 7 years ago, I was in Norfolk, Virginia, right on the edge of the ocean, and it was really odd what happened. All of the waves changed, and all of the tides changed, and the birds changed, and it was interesting. Again, it was only about 85% or something. So this is a possibility, depending on how the gods of the sun would like to us to actually see totality against all odds here in Western Pennsylvania.
So has this been your best eclipse experience yet, or?
It depends. Yes, I think so. Well, first of all, they've done such an amazing job here for the viewing party, and it's just a wonderful place to be right now. And the weather has been cooperative. It's not raining, it's not sleeting, it's not snowing, it's not too cold. And so it's been really a lot of fun. Also, just people are happy around here, and the administration's done a great job, and you guys in the media here have done a really great job also. So it's really nice.
So you yourself have been experienced with the media. Can you tell us a little bit about how the media has handled these sorts of experiences in the past?
The media always overdoes everything. I mean, that's step number one. If there's an event that's happy, they're going to overdo it as much as they possibly can, because news is so unhappy most of the time. So what they do is now, every single network, every single person, anybody that has any job at all is outside looking at the sun right now. I mean, you've got NBC, ABC, CBS, and even PBS that is working on this. CNN, I think that ESPN, they can't do the girls' basketball right now, so now what they're doing is they're doing the eclipse.
All right, thank you. We'll send it back to you.
And that was Walking on the Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. And yes, we are walking on that sunshine. Or a little cloud in the sky, but don't let that dreary mess you around because we are about 23 minutes away from Totality.
23 minutes and counting.
Yeah, we are making the countdown. And how is it out there?
Like you said, Jay, it is a bit cloudy out there, but I was able to just get a peek, and we're looking at about halfway now. Like the sun is starting to look like the DreamWorks moon, which is pretty funny. If it was a little fatter, but yeah, we are slowly making our way to Totality, and we are pretty excited about that. Addie, if you could please give us a quick reminder of when Totality starts, ends, and all that jazz.
Totality begins at 3:16. Maximum totality today is 3:18. And the end of it is at 3:20. So you have, let me see, you have like 4 fabulous minutes to actually be out there. Remember to wear your sunglasses that whole time.
So I also want to give a big shout out to my Waldemar Buddies group because my friends are all over the place within the Cleveland, Buffalo, Pittsburgh area viewing this eclipse. No matter if it's Buffalo or the sharpest corner of Ohio or somewhere in Hermitage, Pennsylvania, no matter where you're viewing, I hope you're having a fun and safe eclipse out there. And, you know, the W Chaperone is always the W Chaperone. But that's a little inside joke for Midway Madness tomorrow night. A little shameless plug there. But we are just very close to Totality. And I am very, very excited. I'm going to actually take my Be Real during Totality. So whatever you do for Totality, it's up to you. You control your own destiny. So,
and before we jump right back to the music, I'd also like to give a big shout out not only to the students who are working, the student volunteers who are working at the telescopes right now so that everybody can see those sunspots, but also to all of our student volunteers hanging out and just enjoying this time here at the Great North American Eclipse Watch Party. So we thank you all for your dedication, your hard work, and just sacrificing your time for this as well. This is so much fun, and we hope you're having fun out there as well.
So we are at 2:55 now, and we are right about the 3 o'clock hour. So I decided last minute to play a good song to close into the hour. So much for Stardust by Fall Out Boy. Very good hard rock song. So do you got enough Stardust? To find out soon. Only on 88.9 WFSC, Fighting Scots Radio.
The Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party.
College radio's best.
88.9 WFSC, Fighting Scots Radio.
enough, pain isn't cool enough. Like a sledgehammer to a disco ball, pushing on my low, 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 low. Ache it till you make it, ache it you trade the pain for? I'm not sure. In another life, you were my babe. In another life, you were the sunshine of my lifetime. What would you trade the pain for? I'm not sure. I used to be a real go-getter. I used to think it all get better. So much for stardust. We thought we had it all, but 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 we had it all. So much for stardust. We thought we had it all, but 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 we had it all. So much for stardust. We thought we had it all, but 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 we had it all. So much for stardust. We thought we had it all, but 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 we had it all. Stardust, stardust. We thought we had it all, but we had it all, but we had it all. So much, so we thought we had it all, thought we had it all, thought we had it all.
As I was saying, you're listening to 88.9 WFSE Edinburgh, the student voice of Penn West Edinburgh.
All right, welcome back. It's Bailey and Sophia here with Dr. Hurd again, and we're also live on Edinburgh Now. If you want to see the full eclipse, and if there's no clouds in the way, you can tune into that live stream. So, Dr. Hurd, if you could view a solar eclipse from any location on Earth, where would it be?
Any place on Earth? Right here in Edinburgh. Come on, let's hear it for Edinburgh, huh? Yeah, it's awesome. I see students, I see fellow professors, I see some friends that came from Bladensburg, Ohio, of all places, right here with us today, and we're so excited. Right here in Edinburgh. There, did that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Which planet would be
Ooh.
best to view an eclipse?
Which planet? You know, I'd like to go to Pluto. And here's why. Listen to me. Because Pluto has a moon called Charon. And Charon's quite large compared to Pluto. And on Pluto, when Charon would eclipse the moon, it would be eclipsed for up to 20 minutes.
Wow.
So where do I want to go? I want to be in Edinburgh to experience it. But another planet, Pluto, would be a great choice.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Hurd. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Well, I just want to say we're getting real close now. We hope the clouds clear out a little bit here. Totality is at 3:16 p.m. I want to remind people or tell people two things. Number one, make sure you check out the sun spotters over there. Say hi, Karina. Say hi, Jonah. Say hi, Sarah. Say hi, Tom. Who else? Drew. Check out the people in the green shirt. Jacob. Check out the people in the green shirts. Check out the telescopes. Check out the sun spotters. 3/16 Totality. We want you to know that we are going not off air. They'll still be broadcasting here at WFSE Radio. By the way, let's give them a thanks for this event here they put on. Great job. Great crew. And but here's what's important. Listen carefully. They're still going to be broadcasting, but we're shutting down the loudspeakers and everything at 3:05 or thereabouts. They're about at 3:05 because this is a time for you to enjoy this moment by yourself, for yourself, or with your loved ones and family. Okay, so we're not going to have any distractions. We're not going to have any commentary through the totality. So that's, if the speakers go off, I don't want you to think there's a major power outage because of the moon, but rather that's what we're doing. Okay, so enjoy. Thanks for joining us here today. We love y'all and look to see you in 2044 up in Montana and North Dakota.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Hurd. And let's give another special thanks to the Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party sponsors, PSECU, Tactile Engineering, the Borough of Edinburgh, and the Edinburgh University Foundation. You're listening to the Penn West Edinburgh Watch Party on 88.9 WFSE, Fighting
Scots Radio.
Radio.
And now we are slowly approaching the moment in the broadcast that those at home have been waiting for. To recap, partial totality began just a few minutes ago. In Edinburgh, totality begins at 3:16, with maximum totality happening at 3:18 and finishing up at 3:20. Partial totality ends at 4:30.
We are now going to center our focus on the eclipse, allowing viewers at home to take in the marvel without any distractions. We'll be right back to you in about 20 minutes.
y'all's people, or should I say Yin's people's opinions on the eclipse. And as a bonus note, it felt like I was at Waldemere in Erie, and it felt like I was getting a sunset ride in RF2, but that's something for a different time. But man, what a phenomenal event. And Partiality is still here for another hour or so.
Indeed,
so
Partiality.
If you are leaving, well, you might want to hold off for that for a little bit and watch a little bit more Partiality as it exits the sun, because that is just as cool as it enters.
And Partiality will be ending at 4:30 p.m. today. So yeah, stick around, hang out at our watch party here. If you're down over at the Jeremy D. Brown Human Services Building, go out to around the food trucks, get some food, get your merch out there. Be sure to thank any and all of our student volunteers wearing these bright green watch party shirts. And yeah, just continue to enjoy yourselves and be safe as well as you are watching Partiality and when you drive home. This is 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
Have a good day.
We are back from Totality. Robert, how was it?
Yo, it was crazy. There was like a 360 sunset. It was like dark outside. Felt like it was like midnight. It was weird. It was super, super crazy.
It like almost felt like a summer night at like 9 o'clock. That's kind of what it looked like. And then I noticed when we were like looking up at the sun, as I almost just did and blinded myself potentially, there was like a little red dot coming. I don't know what that was, but that was kind of cool.
I think it might have been this is a theory, so I'm probably wrong, but I think it was like maybe a moon crater to where the sun was just peeking through. But you could also see some of the stars, like they might have been planets too, but maybe Dr. Hurd would know. I'm not sure.
Maybe we can get them on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that was pretty incredible. I came in with little to no expectations. I'm sure many of you did too, but yeah, I would say once in a lifetime experience I'm glad I had.
Yeah, for sure. If you've never get to experience Eclipse before, like it would be awesome if you guys could go to the next one. In the U.S., it's like 2044 or something like that. Be there. It's like you're only going to be able to see it one time, and it's super awesome, and the air just feels like different around you. Did you experience that?
Yeah, it was like people were clapping like when the plane lands. I don't know. That was kind of crazy. I don't know why we did that, but like people did.
Yeah, there was a lot of clapping, a lot of excitement, and you could actually look at it with your bare eyes. When Totality was there, you didn't have to use the glasses, and it literally just looks like this like silver ring, almost like a wedding ring in the sky. It was super, super crazy.
So I mean, if you're alive in 2144, then you can experience another Totality in Erie.
If you're alive, then that's questionable, but sure.
All right, we'll send it back.
Time runs out. What if I run away to Mars? Would you find me in the stars? Would you miss me in the end if I run out of oxygen? When I run away to Mars. 3, 2, 1, I miss you. I'm sorry I got issues. What if I run away to Mars? Would you find me in the stars? Would you miss me in the end if I run out of oxygen when I run away?
All right, welcome back. You're listening to the Penn West Edinburgh Watch Party on 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio. I am once again here with the wonderful Bailey and the wonderful Dr. Hurd for some follow-up remarks on the eclipse. So,
Wow. What can I say?
I
huh?
know.
Yeah, did God deliver or what? This was awesome. What a sight that was. I hope everybody enjoyed their time here at Penn West Edinburgh. Thanks for coming, students. Students from Pittsburgh, let's hear it for them. Yeah, from the STEM, engineering, and science. Wow, it's great to have you here. You enjoyed a once-in-a-lifetime experience there. And how many of you saw the diamond ring effect at the end? That is incredible. I probably should have plugged that first. But it was just, I don't know what to say.
I mean, I would have never expected it to get that dark, and just it was an incredible sight, once in a lifetime.
I would have to say this. This is really weird. 2017, Grand Island, Nebraska. And my wife pointed this out to me. She said, I don't think it got this dark in totality, and I don't remember it getting that dark either. So, but it was just marvelous, and the clouds rolled away. What a beautiful event. I'm just ecstatic, as you can tell. What a neat thing for all of us to participate in. You guys are wonderful. The Edinburgh community is wonderful. Thanks to all our sponsors. Thanks for everybody for showing up. We had a great time. I want to thank my Chaos students, Karina and Drew and Sarah, and who am I missing there? Jonah, Tom, Jacob was here with us. We appreciate you all for showing up. The green shirts. Tell a green shirt with aliens on their shirt. Thank you for the great program. Ron Raymond ran this program.
Ron.
Thanks,
Wow.
Ron.
You heard up for him. Good job. I guess I should shut up now, or I'll just start and keep lecturing.
A quick shout out to my folks in the studio. Thank you guys so much for coming with an interesting topics and also running the board down there. And thank you to everyone who is helping out right now, everyone here around me. And a special thank you to our sponsors, PSECU, Tactile Engineering, the Borough of Edinburgh, the Edinburgh University Foundation. And again, a big thanks to Ron and Dr. Hurd for having us here.
And I've got two more things before we sign off, though.
Okay, you can go with your things.
Okay, are you sure you're done? I don't mean to interrupt.
I can finish this. I'm just gonna.
Should we arm wrestle? Oh, go ahead. Finish through that list.
Just the last bit right there. We are pleased to be a part of this event and hope that you enjoyed the programming and the interviews. Thank you to the administration, Dr. Hurd, and our guests. We'll continue with a special Eclipse playlist this hour after some remarks from Dr. Hurd himself.
That's right. And just two more things. Drive carefully and don't wear your Eclipse glasses driving home. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
Dr.
Dr.
Hurd.
Hurd. You're listening to the Penn West Edinburgh Watch Party on 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
Heck yeah.
Hey, so we're here with my buddy Elijah Yoder. Hey, give me a little introduction.
My name's Elijah Yoder. I'm here at Penn West Edinburgh. I'm a junior. I play wheelchair basketball here on campus, so yeah, that's me.
All-star, by the way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, so what did you think about the Eclipse? Is this your first one?
Yeah, this is my first one. I loved it. It was insane. I can't believe something like that just happened, you know? It's surreal.
Yeah, awesome. What a blessing, man. I think that was super, super cool. So have you enjoyed the event so far today?
Yeah, absolutely. I love when our community comes together. Everybody comes out in full force for stuff like this. You know, we have different food trucks here from our inner community, and I love to see the community really come out together.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much participation here. Everybody had so much joy, and everybody was just so happy to be here. So many people taking part in everything that was going on. So, yeah, thanks for the interview, man. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll see you back here in a couple minutes. Hey, this is Robert Anthony. We're back here on the Penn West Edinburgh campus. We have an awesome, super interesting interview today with Ken. Ken, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Thanks for having me, Robert. I am a alumni from Edinburgh University, and I'm currently here representing Tactile Engineering as one of their consultants. We had Braille tablets today during the Eclipse and before, showing partial and full totality for those individuals who are visually impaired or blind.
That's awesome. Thanks so much again for doing this. Can you tell me a little bit what you do for Dr. Hurd, and tell me a little bit more about your device as well?
Sure. For Dr. Hurd, I am his graphics evaluator for any of the books that he produces for the blind and visually impaired. Currently has produced a book called Getting a Feel for Eclipses, which is current for the time that we're in with our total solar eclipse. And it's created so that way all abilities, whether you're visually impaired or not, can use the same book together. A QR code's on the front of the book, and then inside of the book itself is all the pictures that are tactually accessible, and then you read the text with the QR code. The device that's currently in my hand is called the Cadence device. It's a Braille display that can do 4 lines of Braille on it, as well as Braille or tactile graphics. And currently on the device itself is a picture of what the total solar eclipse looked like as we came out of totality. And it's a great device. It's portable. It hooks up via Bluetooth to any type of device, a computer, laptop, tablet, phones. Just makes the experience for everybody to be on the same playing field.
Awesome. Well, Ken, we just want to thank you so much for your service to the community, your service to the campus, and God bless you, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me tonight.
We'll see you back here in a couple minutes.
Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party. 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
College radio's best.
All right, thank you for tuning in to our coverage of the Great American Eclipse Watch Party at Penn West Edinburgh.
Yeah, also, we'd like to take time to thank our sponsors for the event, PSECU, the Edinburgh University Foundation, 88.9 WFSC, Tactical Engineering, and the Borough of Edinburgh.
Remember, as we stated earlier, as the event is wrapping up, please be cautious with the increased traffic. Plan for possible delays up to 12 hours. So if you don't have plans to stay somewhere in town, try to avoid I-90 and I-79. With the large number of people leaving, remember that emergency vehicles will have a longer time for a response.
We hope you guys gained some valuable insight into the Eclipse from professionals or some fun facts from us, because we're definitely not professionals, that can help you at an upcoming trivia night. Either way, it's been a pleasure. We are going to keep our Eclipse cam rolling until partial totality passes. This has been Robert Anthony.
And this has been Sabrina Boots. Please be sure to tune in to Edinburgh Essentials next week for the latest on campus.
are back here. Even though the music might have stopped down there, we are still continue on here at 5 till 5 o'clock here in the studio.
Oh, yeah.
And that was just A Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay. I accidentally pressed the key to restart that, so a little error on my part. So apologies there downstairs. But that song really hits with me because I heard that it's at my workplace. And, you know, it reminds you of a nice, clear day like today, a nice, warm day. You're out there with nature.
Mm-hmm.
And nature can just be really beautiful sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the coolest things about like this eclipse. It's just let the earth do its work.
If I could go off on that. Yes, Earth is very beautiful. You look at like the simplest things that you could take for granted. Like if someone living near Niagara Falls can look at that and be like, oh, it's just a waterfall. They've lived there too long. They should probably see some more of the world to be reminded Earth is beautiful, man. Just look at it. You're here.
And speaking of moving off of Earth and going actually to one of our planets here in the system, Dr. Hurd was asked if he could stand on any one planet and see the total solar eclipse. It would be on Pluto, and apparently one of Pluto's moons named Charon. If Charon were then to get move into the path of totality, it would be a totality for 20 whole minutes. And I gotta say, even though when I was out there, even though we had only about 3 minutes
18 seconds
of totality, it felt still like 5 minutes, especially when we were hooting and hollering and jumping around when it got dark. And I mean, it got really dark, but it was still a lot of fun. And I gotta say, now I kind of Dr. Hurd makes me want to go to Pluto now.
Well, here's my other question. How would totality look on other planets? Would it be shorter on other planets, like the closer you are to the sun and further as you go out? Because you look at Pluto, that's 20 minutes, and we're here with 3 minutes, 18 seconds. So say like Venus for something. It'd be like what?
Well, does Venus even have any
moons? I don't know. I have to ask Dr. Hurd. But
That's the other factor that you also have to bring into is that the moons as well, because we have a singular moon, but they have multiple moons. So given that fact, as well as their own atmospheres as well, given those factors, there's a lot that plays in. So there's probably hundreds, I would say, even thousands of unobserved eclipses on the other planets in our system. So
well, here's the thing: like our biggest planet in the solar system, Jupiter, with its crap ton of moons, how many eclipses could you possibly see?
57.
57
Ooh.
eclipses.
57.
That's so
there
cool.
Are that many. And I'm also looking at like eclipses that happen on Mars because, first of all, the two moons on Mars, they are incredibly small. They will not be able to block out the sun. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, no, that's not blocking out the sun.
Yeah, that's like the giant red spot on Jupiter.
Yeah, if I can suggest to anyone listening still, go ahead and just look at some solar eclipses on Mars. They are beautiful, but they dwarf in comparison.
And as an exit note, before we go on to the next song, Addie, you had something to add on about Google and searching the solar eclipse in Erie. This is funny.
Oh yeah. So if you find the time, get on your PC or computer or whatever, and Google 2024 eclipse. You will get a little diagram of the eclipse happening on Google. It is hilarious.
It's a nice little Easter egg there about how to and why today is so special.
Mm-hmm.
So anything else to add before we move on?
Yeah, last couple thing, we just like to remind folks that even though totality has ended, you can still view the eclipse, the partiality of the eclipse, and that will be ending at 4:30 p.m. But we're not going anywhere with this music.
Because we are here till 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And up next on our playlist here, we have Telescope by Cage the Elephant. So if you have your telescope, don't stare directly in it or else you'll blind yourself. Only on 88.9 WFSC, Fighting Scots Radio.
The Penn West Edinburgh Eclipse Watch Party.
College radio's best.
88.9 WFSC, Fighting Scots Radio.
In a far and distant galaxy, inside my telescope I see a pair of eyes peer back at me. He walks and talks and looks like me, sits around inside his house. From room to room he moves about, fills his life with pointless things and wonders how it all turns out. Safe to say that I don't think you understand. There's nowhere left to turn. Walls keep breaking.
WFSE Fighting Scots Radio.
The winning ticket for the Lambda Chi Alpha 50/50 is number 258480. That is number 258480. If you have the winning ticket, come to the dunk tank located in the parking lot. Thank you.
Great American Eclipse Watch Party at Penn West Edinburgh. Yeah! College radio's best. 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio.
Managed to be told, oh, and your king
WFSE Edinburgh, Fighting Scots Radio.
Retro to right now.